Okay, let's talk about selecting the best dog trainer for you and for your dog. Step one is going to be pretty basic. It's calling around a lot of trainers that are nearby with you, describing the behaviors that you want to work on with your dog. A majority of our clients, they call us after they already have experienced problem behaviors. So they want to fix a lot of those problems. That's really pretty typical. And you have to be honest with your trainer about it. Everything from maybe multiple dogs in the household that could be provoking behavior, but also you should hold the other dogs accountable as well and have a nice balance throughout the whole house. When you call dog trainers nearby, you need to ask them really tough questions. Okay, once you've been completely honest with them and you've described all those behaviors, ask them questions like how are they going to either discourage behavior that you want to stop or encourage behavior that you would prefer, right? So regardless of your understanding of concepts of training, ask the questions. Once you're done and you get answers from one particular trainer, call another one, email another one, and ask them the same exact questions and get an idea as to exactly what their methods are. And of course, the how-to is going to be during the course, but what they use and why they use certain equipment, that's important. Okay, the trainers that you're calling and you're asking all these questions to, they should be able to give you transformational videos. Even just 1-minute videos that shows a before and after for problem behaviors, and then also now the preferred behavior. It's important to actually see their work. Make sure you fill out their questionnaires. The questionnaires are important. Those are the questions that the dog trainers have decided are some of the most important factors in changing your dog's behavior. So fill them out. It's in the middle of the night, your dog's driving you crazy, and businesses aren't open, they're not answering the phones. Go to the contact page, fill out the questionnaire. They have a lot of questions there that are very, very important and establishes really the baseline for how to get started with that particular trainer. Okay, these trainers that you're contacting, they should be professionals. Professionals have contracts. Contracts protect you and they protect them. So there's a lot of guidelines on there. Guidelines as to how to book appointments, what happens if you miss an appointment, what happens if your dog trainer doesn't show up for the appointment, what happens if there's a lapse in training or expiration dates in the contract. These are all important things. It's business, don't take it personal, but contracts are what professionals actually fill out, and it's necessary. Okay, in that contract that you're filling out with your dog trainer, know what you're paying for. Are you paying for lessons where the trainer is teaching you how to train your own dog? Of course, they're going to show you by example. But if you're paying to learn from a course, is it private lessons? Is it group lessons? Is it a combination of both? Do they have a lesson plan or curriculum, as a reference, and you know exactly what to expect? If you're paying for a board and train, that's something to consider as well. And know exactly what you're getting into. Okay, when you look over your contract and you figure out exactly what you're paying for, does it offer a guarantee? Can a trainer that is training your dog guarantee that you're going to be able to have a dog that has achieved all of those goals that you have set forth? That's what board and trains primarily do, is they train the dogs only. Now you have some follow-up hopefully to where you learn how the trainers did all that. But if you're taking a course and the expectation is that you are going to work with your dog and the trainer is teaching the dog owner, well, how do you guarantee that? How can a trainer guarantee that you're going to put forth all the effort that's necessary? I think you absolutely need to know the difference between the two. Okay, if you're going to leave your dog with a trainer, say for a board and train, you need to look at their facility for sure. It needs to be safe. They need to have certain procedures in place. You need to have fire alarms and smoke detectors. And do they have insurance? I mean, you're leaving your dog with someone for anywhere from a week to maybe even 6 weeks for a board and train. The dog absolutely must be safe with that trainer. These trainers that you're calling, and you've asked lots of questions about their concepts, how they would encourage behavior and discourage behavior. So even though you're not as knowledgeable, and that's why you're calling, you need help, understand that there are different styles of training. And if you're not comfortable with the way that that trainer trains, find a different trainer. It's really that easy. Those trainers are successful for a reason. They show you the transformational videos. They have great reviews. If you're not as knowledgeable, at least be open-minded to looking to see how they have achieved success. But if it's not right for you, move on to a trainer that you feel comfortable with and use their concepts. Okay, something to remember. Great training is not cheap, and cheap training is not great. So if you're calling around and trainers have waiting lists, right? If you call 10 different places and you make it down to where you decided on one in particular, are you deciding on that trainer because of their ability and their reviews, or are you deciding on them because they're available now and they're available within a couple of days and the price is 10% of what a very successful, well-established trainer in your area is charging? Well, they might be available and they might be cheap for a reason. So it's a lot to consider.